Check, 47.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. 11.
Shotgun now for Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? You ready? Check, watch 54, watch 54. Okay, double. Hey, easy. Check, motion out of the backfield, Here's
Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brees on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Kill.
To throw is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Ready. Ready. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check three. Kill.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 74 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Prescott now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check your hot read.
They'll give to Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Prescott on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 47. Hey, check.
first down. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Let's get it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
He's checking. Crash. Check 43. Here we go.
Here we go with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Switch.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run it again with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, watch the slant. Out.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
You must be getting tired of seeing this.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check 37. Check 37. 0-2, 0-2.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
95-56, 95-56. 54. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Switch, switch. Kill.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze now to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, this is Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 27, Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 27 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Saints 21, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Check, 47. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Kill.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the pass.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Elliott, toss right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, punk. Hey, 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Marr on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's crashing. Hey, kill. Check. 61, matchbox lights. Watch out. Hey, kill.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Waiting.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.